Officers are adding a new tool to their toolboxes, one that can save lives. While a tourniquet is one of the oldest medical tools, it was deemed too dangerous to use for years. But as KXAN's Amanda Brandeis explains, that is all changing now.
Sometimes good can come from war.
We saw so many people who had their lives saved, we stopped counting.
Lives saved with a tool once thought to do more harm than good.
Tourniquets were really common in previous wars, like before World War II, for example, and in World War II.
But the fear of amputation and death from tourniquets lingered for decades, until recently.
Right up until this war kicked off, and then really from 2003 onwards, we began using tourniquets on nearly every injured extremity.
And now that training is being used on the streets of Austin.
They have studies showing you can leave the tourniquet on 3 to 4 or 5 hours until you can get to a trauma center.
And officers are trained to carry 2 tourniquets on them at all times in case they need to use one on themselves.
Tourniquet training for APD officers started about 6 months ago, but Officer Ian Erickson saved a life by using the skill last year.
I started my career in the Marine Corps when I was 17.
An SUV drove into an Austin laundromat, crushing a man. Ian went into action.
I utilized that to try to stop the bleeding on him.
The doctor said that they would not have used the tourniquet. He never would have made it to the hospital.
What was a last resort is now more like a first resort.
If it saves lives, just bring it on.
And APD hopes this tool will help them do that. Amanda Brandeis, KXAN News.
Well, Officer Erickson, along with other APD officers, received the life-saving method commendation for their actions that day. Congratulations.